So let's start talking about team defense. And for team defense, there are two phases of defense. And the first phase is the prevention of the opponents entering our defensive zone. And there's a number of priorities that as a team and as individuals on the team we got to be aware of. And the number one is that the last person back, and in this case it's very often the defensemen, cannot allow any opponents to get behind them. So this would be behind them, or this would be behind them, and this would be behind them. And this is to prevent any possibility of a stretch pass where they have speed and they are behind our last defenders to get a breakaway and a chance to score. And they will have the speed advantage where the defense will need to pivot and catch up, and it'll be very difficult to defend this. And that is the number one priority. So if there is ever any forward that gets behind them, the last person back needs to get in front of them. And if the case of there's multiple forwards, multiple D need to get back. Next priority is to prevent them from ever crossing the blue line. And this is the blue line. This is the priority, but this may not always be the possibility. But if we can, this is where essentially the line that is the best point to poke check and to prevent the puck from crossing the line. Also, the threat of them coming in with the puck and a defender poke checking them could force them to either make a deke, and if one of their teammates continues skating while they are trying to deke left or right, it could cause them to go offside, and this is an easy prevention of zone entry. A third bonus priority is to prevent them from ever crossing the center line. This is because if they ever cross the center line, they're able to dump the puck in without a risk of an icing call. Whereas if they had to dump it from before the center line, which would be here, this would result in an icing call. And as a last bonus priority would be to force a turnover either in their offensive zone or in the neutral zone, so that we gain possession and then we can get back on attack. And that's the first phase of defense.